Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I want to start by saying that Arsenal fans are the most unbelievable set of people that I know. The most unbelievable set of people because we 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 are so silly and we just don't want to understand anything. We run on emotions 100%. We are also taking the bait of the media. We let other teams say things to us and those things because we also want to run on emotions and we also feel like our team is not doing enough. First question I'm going to be asking today is that do you think if Mikel Arteta was to be sacked today by Arsenal, he's not going to get a job on an instance? Do you think he's going to stay idle for 6 months, for 3 months, for 2 weeks, for 1 year? Like say for example, Arsenal sack okay Mikel Arteta right now. Do you actually think Mikel Arteta is going to stay idle without doing anything? I can tell you for a fact that that guy is going to get a job immediately and is going to go to the teams that envy us and that are telling you that what Mikel Arteta is doing is actually nonsense. That they keep telling you he has spent 5 years, he has done this, he has done that. They will hijack Mikel Arteta and tell you that Mikel Arteta is the best thing that has happened to them. I can tell you that Manchester City is going to line up for Mikel Arteta because, of course, Guardiola just have 1 year on his contract and they will want to bring him in. Real Madrid will line up for Mikel Arteta. So why are you guys not just thinking? Why are you guys not understanding that you need to protect your team? You want Arsenal to bring in every player that you know in this life. Once the player scores 5 goals in a league, you want them to bring him in. Once he's able to dribble 2 people, you want Arsenal to bring him in. You're not even considering many things in the range of how long would this guy be able to, be able to pick up in the team? Would they have enough time to be able to make sure that these guys really pick up in the team? Let me give you the instance of Chelsea, for example. Some years or months back, we were hailing Chelsea for bringing in bodies, bringing in players, bringing. They have shipped away all of these guys right now, and that is not enough. Apart from the fact that they have shipped away all these guys right now, is one of the reasons why we end up having Sterling in our squad. Because even Maresca does not want Sterling, and we brought Sterling in on loan. See, I understand that it's okay for fans to complain. I understand, but there are times you need to use logic instead of emotions. Okay, this completed transfer season, for example, the squad or the manager has seen that many of our first team players are almost returning back from injury. And by the way, many of them also went to Dubai on this trip. So if many of our first team players are returning back from injury and we want the squad to add players that is going to end up adding to our wages because you are looking at what Manchester City is doing, or perhaps you are looking at, you want to banter people and you cannot even defend your club properly. Okay, you want Mikel Arteta, you want Arsenal as a football club to pay higher wages for players that will likely leave or will not be able to play or will not even be able to add much to the squad. So sometimes our fan base do not really understand what is going on and they are just angry. They are angry because I don't even know if many of them who are born in the new generation. Maybe because they did not see Arsenal, at any point in time lift the title. Maybe that is one of the reasons that is happening to them. Maybe that's one of the things that is happening to them. Because if you live in the era where Arsenal was able to, pick up titles, all of these things will not be issue to you. You will not see these things as a big deal. So that said, that said, let us talk about other things. Now, our players are currently in Dubai. Let me start with Gabriel first. Congratulations to Gabriel Magalas. He picked up the player of the month for us now. An amazing player, amazing attitude, amazing character. When Gabriel started with us now, last season and upper season, a lot of people do not respect Gabriel. They are always thinking Gabriel is not up to um who is it now? That is Saliba. But me, I've always been telling them that Gabriel is actually a beast. Gabriel is the one that covered many times for the error of Saliba. I know Saliba is a good player, but at the same time, Gabriel is beginning to get the respect that he actually deserves. And I'm really excited about that. I'm happy about that. I wish he can continue, or I really hope he can continue with that character, to boss everybody on the pitch, so that because players like Gabriel are actually the reasons why they have stopped bossing us around, because they are not the Mustafi, they are not the Socrates, they are not Kolasinac, you know. So congratulations again. Now looking at our Dubai trip, we went to Dubai just about 2 days ago or so. And it's nice to see that the squad are together, they are refreshing together, they are, of course, recuperating amongst many other things. And yeah, we see Declan Rice, Odegaard, as well as Havertz, you know, so taking their time in Dubai. And Benny Blanco is in this image. Nice to see Benny Blanco, nice to see Trossard, nice to see, many of our beautiful guys in training. Now, Ben White returning is really, really a big deal. Why is Ben White returning a big deal? Ben White returning is a big deal because Ben White is going to be able to help of course, on the right wing side of the pitch because he's a right back. And now that Ben White is going to be back, we have Ben White, Odegaard, and Bukayo Saka up front. I mean, Bukayo Saka up front, Odegaard in the midfield, and then Ben White as a right back. We know with these three, our XG is always increased, and Bukayo Saka always score goals whenever Ben Blanco is on it. So our chances have increased, and now we are in a situation where many of our players are returning back from injury. So Martinelli just picked up an injury. I understand that. You know, here is also an image of. Okay, let me talk about Saliba now. Saliba in this fold. I want to talk about Saliba before I move on to Wamiri and Skelly. Now, personally, I think since Saliba has been linked with Real Madrid, he has not been really really playing well. I think that thing is beginning to get into his head. I don't want to be 100% sure about that, but I personally think he's beginning to get 100% into his head. But I hope after his Dubai trip, I hope by the time he returns, he's able to actually, recuperate and do important things for the team. Because he's an amazing player, no doubt about that. I just wish he can really, really pick up his form again. He can stay focused because he has lacked the focus now, and it's not like the way it used to be. So talking about our young Joes, this is Lewis Kelly and Nwaneri. So these are already first team players. What do I want to see? Right now, since Martinelli picked up an injury, what I want to see is that I want to see Nwaneri playing as a left wing forward, and I want to see Bukayo Saka playing as a right wing forward. So that is simply what I want to see. And Havertz, of course, in the midfield. I know we have Trossard on the pitch. I mean, we have Trossard in the squad. It's not likely that Nwaneri will start ahead of Trossard in the left wing. It's not likely. But I would love to see him and see what he can do. See what he can do from the left wing. See how we can play from the left wing. You know, because on several occasions, whenever we put to fight like that and we return, our players are always very, very refreshed. To be very honest, they are always relaxed. And here is Gabriel, our player of the month, and also Uriel Timber. Uriel Timber has had an amazing season, playing really very well, no injuries, and of course he has really stepped up in the Benny Blanco's position. So now, how is he going to be playing now? Is it that we are going to find a way to move into the midfield, or is it that we are going to move to the midfield and use Timber as a two? I don't understand how this is going to go, but I'm certain it's going to go well. So these are the problems with buying players. All you just want is buy player. You just want to buy player, and the team keeps paying wages upon wages for players that they will not need at the end of the day, or they will need to move out. Look at all of these players that I've counted now. Look at all of these players that I've picked on now. So by the way, Martinelli is going to be out just for about a month. So if Martinelli is out for about a month and we bring in a new player because Martinelli is injured for 1 month, not an ACL injury, hamstring injury to Bukayo Saka was just about 2 months now or so. So if we are bringing new people because of all of these things, when these guys return, what are we going to do with them? What are we going to do with them? So here is a endowment with Tierney. I'm really really excited for Tierney because according to news sources, it says Tierney is going to be leaving by the summer to I think it's Celtic, or is it Celtic or something? Celtic, I suppose. To Celtic, I really wish him luck. And right now, we're still trying to break into Arsenal squad. Injury prone player, and I don't think Mikel Arteta believes Tierney can actually, really, really play well in that squad. Although, in a few matches that he has had this cameo, he has really played well. I think Mikel Arteta can actually still give him more chances in the squad. Anyways, that is for Tierney. But for Delman is already also a first team player because as it is, but he hasn't really had his minutes in the Arsenal first team squad. But of course, he's training with them already. That's what I mean. So I hope to also see the best from this young man to see what they can do together with us. Now, this is our Italian finance giants. We have in Califury as well as Jorginho. So Jorginho is also leaving by summer. It's okay for Jorginho to leave because he's old already. If I say he's old, like that means his football age, and he has really, really done well for us now. To be very honest, he hasn't done really badly for us now. He has really carried the young boys, to want to make them do better, play better, and of course support them. So this image here is actually an image I put here because I couldn't find an image of Bukayo Saka in training with the squad, so I had to get the one of the time as at the time he was going to join them. Now, who are we playing in our next match? So in our next match, we are going to be playing. Okay, let me talk about the table first. First things first, we are second on the table with 6 points to Liverpool. And imagine we are 6 points to Liverpool and we have a very, very bad squad. According to you, we have a very bad squad according to you, without considering the injuries that we have. You see, the benefits Liverpool is getting right now was also about the benefits we got about 2 years ago or so when we started on this run. Liverpool had injuries, and also Man City did not believe we were going to play that much. So if Liverpool does not end up winning the league this season, they are in big trouble. Honestly, they are in big trouble if they don't win the league this season because I do not understand what or why or how they would not win the league this season. Although they are 6 points ahead of us now, and I believe that 6 points is not too much because I believe Arsenal is going to catch up. So looking at the table again, we see that we are going to be playing Newcastle. I mean, we are going to be playing Leicester away, 1:30 as at 15th of February 2025. It's really going to be an interesting watch. I want to see what we will be able to do. Of course, we are going to win that match. So when the guys return from Dubai, many times when they return from Dubai, they usually go on a winning streak. They end up winning many matches, just like last season as well. We won all of our matches except for Aston Villa, which really cost us the league last season. So it's an unfortunate situation, but then it has happened. It has happened. So guys, what do you think about the Dubai trade? What do you think about my take on transfer? I mean, was it really necessary for us to actually bring in people, or was the patient necessary because they can actually wait till the summer, bring in players so that they can have enough time to be able to train with the team, for example, and also integrate themselves into the team. Merino, I know right now might not be what we all want, but I believe Merino is going to pick up form, just like the way Havertz came into Arsenal first. And by the time he came into the Arsenal, he wasn't playing just about the way we want because he was basically playing out of position. Now, Havertz is not a striker. I keep saying this thing every time. Havertz is a midfielder converted to a striker from his days in Chelsea, but then he's playing as a striker now. I understand that. Even playing at that, this season he has. Somebody told me he has 20 something goals and assists this season, but let me say 17 goals and assists this season, which is not entirely bad. So guys, please remember to comment, share and like on my video. Also, please remember to follow me on X. Just like I have said, I'll follow you back immediately so that we can have a proper conversation. Thank you and I hope to see you in the next video.